You know, this is something that was missing from the first disruptive male, talking about love and writing love letters. It was a very different persona, it's a very different methodology, and I have something new to bring in to today's video. Let's talk about love. Let's talk about being in love. And this is one of the things that's the antithesis of the average man on the internet. I'm not going to get with a woman. I'm not going to love a woman. I'm not going to be a husband. I'm not going to be a protector. I am not going to be a stepfather. I am not going to put myself in harm's way. This is the mindset of the average internet man. Why do I break it down like that? Because every day, 5,500 couples get married 7 days a week. 2 million people a year get married, or 2 million couples get married. So there is love in the world. Now, here's my situation. And some people will think it's very quick. I met my boo November 24th, 2025. So, all right, for the people who cannot afford the courses, we have a lot of books to help you get in the money flow. We have books on YouTube, we have books on lawsuits, we have books on investings, we have books on making money, we have books, all kinds of books. We have books about the secrets of a lasting marriage, we have books about how to build wealth, we have books about sales, we have books about money management. We have a lot of books for you, and you can get them each and every day over there at the portal. Links are below. Tomorrow, I will have known her 90 days. And this is one of the things. The first date was so special that the next day that I had a conversation with myself. I decided to commit myself to this woman on the second date. And we spent all day together. Then we spent more time together, and we spent more time together. Her family became concerned because she was spending so much time with me. And then we went from meeting to she became my girlfriend. Met on Monday, she became my girlfriend Saturday. So it moved really, really fast. And my friends were freaking out. And it was like, don't overcommit, don't overinvest. I was like, it's too late. I was thinking about marrying this woman the second week I knew her. Second week. And with my dating history of having proven dating history, those of you who've been around for the first disruptive male know what I've done. It's a very different thing. It's a very different type of relationship. It's a very different methodology for me. Because out of all these women I've dated, and I've dated some really good women. Like when I had my heart attack, the woman I was living with, she got so broke up that she was like, and she made good money. She made $155,000 a year. She's like, I'll take care of you. So I've had really, really good women, but the concept of marriage, it never entered my head. It never entered my head. And 2025 was a rough year for me. I spent 4 months in the hospital. I had a lot of other challenges that I'm still dealing with. And I don't know if it was that whole point of not being in a relationship that just reset me, because I have no desire to have 2, 3, 4 girlfriends now. There was a phase where I did that. It was fun. I enjoyed it. But now I don't want to deal with whole management. So I realized probably the third week I knew I was in love with her, but I didn't tell her. I told her, I would say, the second month that I knew her, because I went and picked her up. Then I pulled in the parking lot and I was like, I got something to share with you. I love you. And I got a chuckle, a sound that I never heard come out of her mouth, and this big ass smile. And then a few weeks later, she told me she loved me. It was not pulled or ushered, because it was for me, because like that's how I was feeling, and I wanted to communicate that to her, because you need to tell someone that before you start saying I love you randomly. You know, you need to kind of set the bar. And I started telling her that, and then we have a reciprocal relationship. It's not just me. It's me and her, and we're on the same wavelength. Now, we've had a few disagreements, and the disagreements have not been violent. They haven't been long. We've been able to resolve our differences literally in hours, not even a full day. So this is something that I used to do that I restarted. And they're not like letters. Like I used to write handwritten love letters. It's like love text. I'll text her something and she will just be blown away. She's said, don't ever change. Please don't ever change. And I'm like, this is just who I am. Because essentially, because the last part of the year was so rough, it kind of reset me back to who I was, if that makes sense. And I start writing, like I do it once or twice a week. And this is the thing, the love letters don't have to be complicated. They just have to be how you feel. Because I wrote her, the latest one I wrote her, I remember it was talking about 2025 was a really bad year. And honestly, I didn't expect to meet anyone like her. I didn't really expect to meet anyone. I was in this space where I wasn't dating anyone. I tried to date an ex-girlfriend. She wasn't having it. And then, because she enjoyed me coming to pick her up and take her out, but she didn't want to, because she actually said this, and this was a big sign for me. It's like, she's like, I wonder will he be mad if we don't have sex? And she clearly put that on the table really, really early. And I was like, 2 weeks later, I stopped seeing her because I knew where this was going. It was just kind of like, put me in this weird little spot, which she told me beforehand how she was feeling. So if I had stayed, that would have been on me. But I like, you know what, I'm out of here. And then that was around my birthday. And then I was just talking about, you know, how I never expected to meet someone like her. And I told her, I was like, you know, the day after our date, we had a great first date. We had some really good, interesting conversations. And I told her, like, that next day I decided to commit myself to you just to see what happened. And I told her, I was like, it was one of my best decisions. I'm so happy that you're mine. And I'm so happy that you love me. And that's how I ended it. And this is something we as people, not men, but people, we should do, because you could be in a relationship with someone who's doing an excellent job, but they don't know. They have no clue. And every now and then, if you just like say, hey, this is how I feel about you. This is what you do to me. Because, you know, we have our moments of dirty talk. I'm not going to get into the specifics. And this is something else too. You know, I've been up here, I've shown you guys pictures, I've talked about the stuff that I've done to these other women. Over her, I'm very protective. I will not share the intimate details of what we talk about or I just won't. And we have dirty talk. And I will say she is just blown away at some of the stuff I say. she's blown away. Because I mean it too. I mean it. Because this is the thing about dating a woman that you want to be with. I absolutely adore her. I adore everything about her. I mean, I adore her shape. I think she has the cutest feet I've ever seen on a woman. Little, you know, she's like, she doesn't think she has a booty. We call it the little booty conversation. She's got a booty. She's got a nice little booty on her. And first time in a long time, I got titties in my life. I mean, not regular titties, but some big ass titties. I'm in heaven. I'm in fucking heaven. I'm in heaven. So, and you know, she likes to wear wigs and stuff. And then she has really low hair, which I love. I love her low hair because she looks really cute with the low hair. And, you know, she doesn't think so, but I think so. And we as people should write letters saying how much we adore somebody, how special they are. And it doesn't take a lot of time, and you could just say how you feel. Doesn't have to be anything grand over the top. It doesn't have to be smooth. It just has to be real. And this is, to me, the thing that seals your relationship. Because anyone asks me, this is my girlfriend. I'm actually proud to say that. Like, I was on a business trip. I was at a hotel, and I was telling the guy everything, and I told him the whole story. And he was like, I'm really nice. That's a good story. That's a good story. I love to hear happy stories. Because, in this world, everyone's talking about how miserable they are, how bad relationships are, what they're going through. That's not my story. It's not my story at all, because I should say you should try to aim for at least one love letter a week, or a text or something, because it just sweetens up the relationship. It just keeps things spicy, And I think, like Valentine's Day, this is wild. I sell jewelry, so it was really easy to get me some stuff. So I got her a nice bracelet that I had bought herself. I just took it out of inventory. Got her some chocolates, and I wrote her a very nice card. And she kept the card. She kept the card, and she wears that bracelet. She wears this stuff every day. And there was one time she was coming over, and she had on this dress and these high heels. And she was just coming over. So I know she did that for me. And she looked good. She looked really, really good. I was like, oh, this is mine? Really? I say stuff like that all the time. And, she's like, why are you so happy? I'm just like, I'm really, really happy. And this is a dramatic upgrade from my last relationship, which was full of negativity, which was full of just bad activity, just a lot of bad activity. So it's really different. It's very interesting. It's very different for me. And it's like, it's kind of lit a fire in me of love, because it's been, last time I was love like this, I was in the military. Last time I was in love like this. I have had deep affection. I've been with women I really liked, but actually to say I love you and really mean it from the bottom of my heart, this is not normal. This isn't normal for me. And I'm glad it's not normal for me, because I really appreciate having that in my life. And once again, this is a different element of disruptive male. The first version, which later on, I can't say that I regret it, because if I didn't put it out, I wouldn't have collected the data that I collected. And I know to give men license and opportunity and skill sets on how to get with women, and these men are not in a good economic position, it's like giving a gun to a baby. It's just bad. So the way I'm doing it now, there's no way that you can get to the disruptive male stuff. And let me tell you, disruptive male 5.0 is sweet. It's sweet, because there's a lot of stuff in there. And also, I've got a book, Dating the Woman You Will Marry. The books will be below. I should have had an ad in here about the books, because the books are something you guys can afford. Anyone can afford it. The courses may be beyond your abilities, but the books, you can buy the books and you can learn and start activating and integrate that in your life. So yeah, I'm in the habit of writing love letters once or twice a week, and they're fun to write. It's nice to get that out. So let me know your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys in the next video.